Hello there everybody, Oyman here, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption for what probably will be the last time, I'm thinking. Considering what I've got left to do, which isn't a huge amount, I'm thinking this is definitely going to be the last day. It of course depends on how long it takes me to do the item collection at the end, but we've essentially got 3 items left here on Brio, which is that one there. Yeah, there was that one over there, which I forgot to pick up last time. And I think there was one more somewhere. That one there, which I've got to go through and get to and all that stuff. That one I just need the boost pool for. So, let's get on with it as fast as we can. Because we've got shit to do. And not as much time as I'd like. I think we can probably do this. I'd be shocked if I can't. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to take care of that prick. I hate this fucking guy. He takes so long to kill. He just keeps launching all the little things at you all the time. And it's just generally really fucking annoying. And I hate him. How good are you at the spider ball? Very good, apparently. Woo! Complicated. Ow. Alright, we picked up that item, and now we're gonna GTFO. I can't remember what the maximum number of missiles for this game is. It's either 250 or 255, because that's what it is for all, well, most of the Metroid games. Not all. Actually, the number of missiles you get as max does vary from game to game. For various reasons, actually. I think it's 255 in Metroid. Actually, what is it? You know what? I play Metroid 1 so infrequently. I can't even remember. I want to say it's 255 for missiles in Metroid 1 because that's like hard limit for bite and stuff. I think it's 250 in Metroid 2. But, I wrote all this down at one point. I used to remember this. I don't anymore. Okay, let's get going. Not stopping. you kill these things again? I forget. Do I need to go into hyper mode? Yes, yes I do. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Woo! That was overdoing it a little bit. That could have gone badly for me. Actually, wouldn't have been a problem. I'd only just saved, but it would have been annoying. I prefer it when I don't have to kill them. You get an achievement for killing like 10 of these things or something. Vague memory, that's a thing. Oh well, whatever, I don't care. It's not what I'm... God, these fuckers are everywhere. Go away. Go away! Leave me alone. Stop it. Open the fucking door. Thank you. Oh, for God's sake. Stop it. Leave me alone. Hang on, which way are we going? We are going... Yes, this way. Open the door! Open the door! Jesus Christ. Yeah, bloody doors. Everything's trying to kill me. Rude.
Data received.
Take away the big ass generator. Might help if I did the right thing there. Now we're back on this side. And look, we're right back here in this room. And you can just bugger ye off. Actually, which way around do we want to go? Well, that's the room we need to get to. I don't think it'll matter. Come on, open up. Honestly, if anything causes me to not be able to finish the game today, it's gonna be these fucking door loading screens. Now, where is it that it goes down?
Data received.
Should have played the eShop version on the Wii U. Shush! Well, hey. Uh-oh. That was close. Yoink. Nice. That's something else that the HD version of this would help. If it did come out on the Switch, at least it would have a cartridge.
Data received.
Okay, that is Brio done. Oh, for goodness sake. Loading times, man, loading times. Now, my next destination, obviously Elysia, and I want it to be the observatory. Which I think is on this side. Now, observatory is right there. Alright, let's see if we can get there sooner rather than later. Well, tits. Would have been nice. Oh. I hate these things. Where's the other one? Nope. This one there was two. No, guess not. Well, that's good. Alright. Zap that real quick. This should net me Pirate Homeworld, I think. Nice. Memory serves. Not all of these are items. Aren't there a couple that give you like lore information about like Talon and the other one from Prime 2? Aether. Yeah, there you go. Wouldn't it be cool, just as like a bonus feature in the trilogy version, if doing that in this unlocked the item locations in Prime 1 and 2? Like on that save file? Wouldn't that be a cool little feature? I don't know. It would probably take way too much programming, but I'm just thinking that would be such a cool, like, sort of backwards compatibility thing. Just in general. And there's the info about Talon 4, you see. That was unfortunately all it was on this side. Just lore. Which is good lore, but that's all it was. So what we need to do is we need to firstly remember how the fuck to get over the other side. This should get me Skytown. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, good. Now, let's see, what have we got? That's where I came in, so we're good along there. Good along there. Looks like there's only one left and available, and I don't think I could have got that one before, so good. Because I'm pretty sure that needs the wall jump. Could I have gotten that one? Oh god. I don't like those things, they're fucking annoying. That's what I was probably thinking about. Fucking red phazoids. Not something I'd specifically remembered, but okay. No, that's not what I need. That is the way up. That's not what I need. What I need is here. Come on. Nice. Ow. Okay. I think it might actually be quicker to take the direct route. Okay, we're looking for... Actually, which way are we going? No, we're not going that way. We need to go... We need to get to that room. Nope, not that way. Where's the way out? Here. Pokeball, go! Alright, where are we going? So, we got all that, but that's the wrong button to press. Zoom out just a little bit. Alright, so we got one over there. And one down there. Yep, I remember those two. One over there, apparently. Don't remember that one, but okay. That should take me back to there, yep. Okay, so... yeah, we start by going straight across and head to that. Works for me. Gotta get there first, of course, but we'll get there. Woohoo! Okay, so it should be straight ahead. Yeah. There's two over there that I couldn't get before. So we'll go do that now. Round and round and round. Come on. Woohoo! Thank you. Nice. So where is it? More lore! 1 week after we had lost communication with the Aurora unit, we witnessed the living planet strike again. It sent forth several stellar objects, one aimed directly for us. It streaked through the clouds of Elysia, destroying a large portion of our home, ultimately striking the distant core below. Soon, our sensors detected the presence of strange energy. Our readings matched with the Federation's data. This was the same toxin that had corrupted countless other planets and our Creator's world, the galactic scourge called Phazon. Yeah. Okay, up, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Nice. Wait, I feel like all the drops aren't giving me my health back. Game's being very stingy about that at the moment, for some reason. It's all purples. Random. Now. Hey, Kane. Oh, yeah. Now we've got these. Ooh, hello. Alright. Woo! I didn't know you could do that. There we go. Nice. Works for me. Okay. So, got those two. Alright, so there's one there. Don't remember that one. And then there's one there. I think that one I needed Spider Ball for. There's nothing over there. And I think that's it. Then I think I can leave. I think. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Good, something that isn't a purple one. Missed. And fire! We're going the right way. Yes. Oh goodies, and all these bloody things. Ooh. Goody goody gumdrops. Okay. Between the purples and the doors, seem like the game's going for a non-conventional kill. Yeah, not to mention all the bloody phazoids. I hate those bloody things. We watched as Elysia fell victim to the meteor's corruption, its Phazon beginning to consume her. High above the noxious surface, we continued to collect data on the object. It was not long before we met a new enemy. Space pirates, hostile alien life forms, and sworn enemies of the Federation, entered the station and attacked. The pirate forces struck swiftly, their numbers and weapons dwarfing our own. After their initial assault, they began construction of a massive energy shield around the meteor. They referred to the fallen object as a seed, and quickly built the protective barrier. Any resistance they met from us was crushed, and the massive shield was built without interruption. Our attention then turned to the pirates themselves. If we could not stop them through combat, perhaps there was another way. Our studies quickly yielded unexpected results. All of the space pirates were corrupted with Phazon, but unlike other life forms, they were actually being sustained by it. This Phazon kept them alive, and it appeared to control their minds with a will of its own. Which I'm assuming is supposed to explain where the Phazon cancelling weapon came from, I guess. Ooh, that was close. Almost overshot it. Have I done that one? Yeah, it's just I have. Right. Bit more health back. Go sideways. Nice. I think that's all of them here on Elysia too, which is always good. Alright, so... check the other half real quick. Just to make absolutely certain I didn't miss one. Nope, I think we're good. Excellent, let's GTFO. Did I just go the right way or the wrong way? No, I think I went the right way. Yep. One last parting gift. All right.
Data received.
Come here, little shippy ship. We got things to do. Came in late, did you already hit the library? You mean the observatory? I'm trying to think, what library? What fucking library? Eeny, meeny, miny. That doesn't really matter where we start, does it? Yeah. Yeah, the yeah, I've already done the observatory. That was the first thing I did. I made a point of that. Isn't the only slow thing today? There's a lot of things slow. I'm slow most of the time. You've seen the way I play this game. Right. And looky look. They've got little Federation soldiers posted about the place now. Ain't that lovely? Right. Yeah, so there's going to be items scattered around all over the place. Although, only 3 of them by the looks. That's not terrible. It's a better success rate than I was expecting. Alright, let's make a start. I think at the rate we're going, should easily be on the way to finishing this off today. Still got the Valhalla to do after this, of course, but... Valhalla is at least relatively simple. Relatively. Hark, do I hear the sound of phazoids? I do. Joy of joys. Let joy reign truly unconfined. Alright. Hi. Blow up already, will you? Well, they already had. Okay, now I gotta remember how the hell to get to this item, because I don't. I can hear it. So it's up there. I need to remember. I'm gonna tick. Yeah, might be connected to the pipework. Probably is, in point of fact. Yes. Alright, that's that one. Very good. Okay. So now I need to remember which route goes where. I think this one just leads back out. Okay, so it's not that way, so it's another way I gotta go. Alright. This is the case of me just remembering. Oh, really? Why didn't you grab it? It was literally right in front of you. Not this way either. I actually don't remember. That's a problem. Maybe it's just platforming? Don't know, but we've got to get around there to find out then, so we'll do that real quick. I think Samus being the hated nemesis, they just make their pipes a bit narrower. That wouldn't stop Samus. The size of the morph ball changes from game to game anyway. Is that where I need to go? That's where I need to go. I'm being an idiot. Probably could have got that before. Oh well, not like I needed it. Alright, so that's that one, that's that one. Wasn't there a third one? Yes, there was. Right in the corridor. Right out here. There it is. Seems a little overly complicated, but fair enough. Nice. Not quite. All right. That's fine. I'm out. Okay. So we've done all this section, I'm pretty sure, by the looks of it. So that's good. Okay, do we need to go to the mining site at all? We don't. That's good. Glad about that. I need to check the command center. Is that it? Am I done? I might actually be done. With the exception, of course, of that little bit. And oh no, hang on, missed one. Almost done. Well, how about that? One left. Alright. We can nip over there and have a look at that as well while we're at it, because it's close enough to where I gotta go. Alright, so we're gonna go that way, then that way, and then through the pipe. Okay, I know where I'm going. Because we're not quite at 100% yet, because there's items on the Valhalla, which of course you still have to get. Some of which are quite annoying. Whoop. Don't do that in front of the GFS soldiers. Samus, you're such an embarrassment. Did pretty well for the least remembered game in the series. There's just a few gaps in my knowledge. It's the game I've played the least, because it's the most recent, you know, so... Just by virtue of, if I'm going to play the Prime series, I will play the Prime series. Just by law of averages, I've played 1 and 2 more than I've played 3. So I'm going to remember it less. At least, as I say, in the broad strokes and some of the specifics. We do still have... Oh no, wait, no, that's not... No, that's actually on the... Valhalla, isn't it? I was thinking, don't we still have one more power cell to find? No, we've got 8 power cells. The 9th is on the Valhalla itself. Because that's the game's way of, like, tutorializing the fact, oh, you need to find fucking power cells. So, Federation uses her... What is that? Federation uses her blooper reel as recruitment ads. That'd be quite funny, actually. Okay, now where the bloody hell is that item? Is it from down underneath? It's probably from underneath. Alright, where the bloody hell is that item? How the hell did I get to it? This way? Aha! You've played 3 more than 2, Jagoth? Oh, fair enough. Ooh. Do I need this? Is that a thing that's like desperately necessary? I don't think it is. I mean, it's a way back up, I suppose, but do I need that? Actually, you know what? No. Let's keep going this way. I do need to go up to the thing. There's a nice little option. That's that. Well, hey. Works for me. Oop. just the one room, I think. Nice. And it's open. And it's 4 o'clock. So we're going to take a break. And when we get back, we will pop into there, have the game say, oh no, we can't access this. And then we'll zip off for the GFS Valhalla. We'll gather up the rest of the items. And then honestly, we'll just steamroll to the end of the game. So yeah, it didn't take me anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to. Which is fine. I'd rather it be shorter than quicker, truth be told. So, yeah, break time. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright. Should we get in there? We shall warp. We don't need to do this now. I'm just doing it because. Ooh, we're inside the Leviathan thing. Come on, give me the achievement. Come on, I know there's one for doing this. Come on. There it is. Yeah, you get a random token for that. Sadly, I can't, because I don't know the data yet. Well, I mean, I can, but I need the data. I don't have it.
Samus.
Oops. Okay, never mind.
Samus, it seems command codes are needed to gain control of the Leviathan.
Correct.
We have detected that the abandoned ship Valhalla has not been fully explored. It is possible that it still holds the answer to some mysteries. Return to the Valhalla and search for the command codes.
Yep. Game's way of just pointing you in the right direction. I forget what the minimum number of power cells you need to get through the Valhalla is. I want to say it's like 5. It's 4 or 5, I think. But of course, because you don't know what the route through the Valhalla is, getting all 9 is potentially required. But, I mean, it is what it is. So hopefully, once we go through the Valhalla, that should take us up to 100%. Fingers crossed. What are we actually at right now? Pickups 94. That sounds about right. Alright, what's the quickest way back to my ship? Through the green door. Alright. I think it's there. There she is. The Valhalla. And this is where things get a little bit creepy. Looks very pretty though. I like how it's just a completely wrecked version of the ship you were on at the start. Which, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, ships like this are going to be made to spec. They're all going to be roughly the same. But yeah, okay, fine, sure. That's not the direction I was walking, but yeah, sure, okay, fine. And there's the power cell. The last one. Okay. Can I go off and scan things now? Thank you. Ooh. So much stuff. Of course, this is the only place in the game that you don't get item markers. But it's pretty small, so it's not really a problem. 9. Or? What do you mean, or? It works! So, of course, they give you that one for free. And as I said, that's like the primer for... Oh! We're hunting for power cells. That must be like the key thing from the last 2 games. Because it is the key thing from the last 2 games. Except it's not. Of course, you can't go very far, as you can clearly see, because, well... Miniroid! Ow, wow, 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 wow. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, see, this sort of thing is the main reason why you don't want to bother coming here until the end of the game. There's no point. Status acquired. Yeah, these tell you where all of the energy cells are. Data indicates an energy cell is connected to a manual generator on Norian. So yeah, these things are your clues. They're your clues to where all the power cells are, if you feel that you need them. I don't. Sucks to be you, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys like to do that, don't you? That's a lot of lightning. Sorry, it was supposed to be a deleted message, but evidently not well enough. Fair enough. Right, so we got that there. So what's up? See, this is the thing, I'm going to have to explore slightly because I don't remember the exact layout of this place. Fortunately, the mini-troids are not really a problem, they just sort of hang out. You can kill them if you really want. Should just be an item room, if anything. Or not. Don't they look familiar? Have I done the whole accidentally going the right way thing again? I can't remember which way is which. Hi boys. Alright, there's another one got. Oh yeah, don't you like come out in this room later on when you're chasing like an item that gets sucked down a vent? A vague memory of that. Why do I remember that? Because there is indeed an item that gets sucked down a vent. Oh, that would be why I'm remembering it then. It's all connected, I'm telling you. I know there is an item around here. I can hear it buzzing. I just don't know where it is specifically. That was not the way I wanted to go. But okay. That's what it was. 3 down, 3 to go. Woo! Busy. That's 3 power packs plugged in. I love that you have to actually go between the pressurized and the unpressurized areas. Lovely attention to detail. Hey, there it is. Last energy tank. Now. Come back here. You hold still. Honestly, some people. That's a lot of damage. Yep. Sure, why not? There it is. One detail I love, and you'd never notice if you weren't paying attention. Samus's breath at the bottom of the visor. Because obviously she's in space right now, so it's a vacuum, so vacuum tends to be quite cold. Fucking details, man. Excellent. Do we get a thing showing up? Yeah, we do. Wow, wasn't that hard? Good, you remembered. Of course I remembered. Eesh. Balls. Good enough. Oh, and I made it to the bridge. That didn't take very long. Plenty of places where I didn't explore. I accidentally went the right way almost every single time, so that's fun. Of course I bloody did. 78356. 78356.
Data log entry Q467.3. This will be the last communication of the GFS Valhalla. Our efforts to repel the space pirate boarding force have failed. They have successfully removed the primary mounting structure around our stasis tank. It is obvious now that they intend to extract us from the Valhalla. It is vital that the Federation receive this transmission. Severing main power. A large bioform is creating a world. Implant into sentient planet which is the source of all Phazon. Darkness coming.
Fucking creepy. Personal opinion of the subject, anyway. Boop. And a boop. And a boop. And boop. Nice. Good, now we can do all the torrenting we want.
The data you just acquired appears to be a space pirate Leviathan command code. It is likely that this code could allow us to control the Leviathan in orbit above the pirate home world.
You think?
Find a way onto the Leviathan and use that code.
Okay. Let's do that then. Once the, door opens and I can keep going. Open the fucking door. Ah! Push. Push hard, you do it. Alright, so where haven't we been? So we went all the way up there. We haven't been out there yet. Squeeze and push. For goodness sake. I gotta remember what the bloody hell I'm doing. Have I already read this? I don't remember reading this. Oh yes. Yes, okay, never mind, that's previous stuff. Come on. There. Ow. What the hell was that? Is that you? Yeah. I don't remember if I can even hurt you. Probably not. Ah, there goes that item. Get your ass back here. Where's the way out? I know there is a way out, I just don't remember what or where. Is it this stuff at the end? Can I blow that up? Yes, I can. today would be nice. Ow. Woo! Alright, where the bloody hell am I? Open the fucking door! Christ. Takes fucking forever. Ooh, Talon 4 incident. Planet Talon 4, formerly a Chozo colony, was struck by a stellar object 50 years ago. Was it only 50 years ago? Honestly, considering how much of a ruin the Chozo ruins was in, it feels a lot longer than 50 years ago. But okay. Object was later determined to contain large quantities of Phazon. The Chozo were able to stave off the spread of the Phazon at the cost of many Chozo lives. Survivors abandoned the planet, fleeing to an unknown location. Decades later, Hunter Samus Aaron responded to a distress call in the sector and discovered a space pirate Phazon mining station there. Aaron eliminated both the pirate and Phazon threat on the planet, although not without cost. Was there a cost? I don't specifically remember there being a cost, but okay. That should be it. Yay! Special ending. Oh, goody! I'm so fucking happy. Right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Woo. Yeah, I'm going already. Hey, and I got 100%. I'm happy about that. Woo. Yes. I have to stop and think for a second. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Alright, so we'll make a start, we'll get to Phaze, we'll do a little bit of that, probably then take a break, and then we'll be finishing off. So yes, we will be finishing up today, so how about that? See if I can remember without having to double check the map. I also love how the music in this level is a remix of the Space Pirate theme. Well, is it the Space Pirate theme? I forget which area it is, but it's a remix of one of the areas in fucking Metroid 3. I want to say it's just Criteria's theme. God, I'm actually blanking on that right now. Have some data. Yep, you can wait until I'm out on the other side of this first.
Samus, we have gained control of the Leviathan. Now we'll be able to open a wormhole and warp to Phaze. It's time to end this. Once you rendezvous with the fleet, we'll head straight into the belly of the beast. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, Samus. Godspeed.
Take heed, Samus. Once you join the fleet and the wormhole to Phaze is opened, there is no turning back. Please be sure to prepare yourself. We wish you the best of luck.
I literally couldn't be any more prepared. I've got everything. I'm somewhat curious, actually, if I got all the lore. Which I probably didn't. I probably missed a few bits and pieces. I don't really care. No, what the hell am I doing? That's a bloody habit, that is. Have a look. Something missing there. A few missing there. A few missing there. Although I think some of those have still got to go. And, well, there's only 2 bosses left in the game, so that's that. I don't know what some of these could be. I got most of them. So 1 Federation, 1 Brio 1, 2 on Skytown, 2 on Space Pirates. Yeah, I've never really bothered getting all the lore stuff in this game. It was never really something I cared about. At least after the first playthrough or so. After that, it was all just like, just focus on getting the items. Okay, nothing left to do but join the fleet.
Sir, Samus' ship has joined the fleet.
Thank you, Ensign. Leviathan Command, you are cleared to fire the portal beam. Once the wormhole is open, order all ships to enter.
Affirmative, Admiral. Message to all ships. Prepare for entry. Maintain battle formation timeless.
Really not something you see all that often in the Metroid series. Big on proper space battles. Very Mass Effect 3. Ooh. Does make you wonder though, like how many other planets were already converted into Phazon? Because I mean, like, it's probably been here for a while. I'm assuming. Take one single step, and I mean, I'm not exactly sure what they were expecting to happen. Whew. Due to critical levels of internal Phazon corruption, the emergency vent override has been triggered by the PED suit. All acquired energy tanks have been vented to temporarily prevent total corruption. Hypermode weapons no longer require the extinguishing of an energy tank to use. You are now permanently in hypermode. Unfortunately, this vent override can no longer be used. Damage, as well as exposure to Phaze's atmosphere, will continue to raise your Phazon level. Your Phazon level is shown as a yellow bar at the top of the HUD. If your Phazon level fills completely, you will die. Dun dun dun! Okay, so yeah, that's the basic gist of this. We got a GTFO and hurry the fuck up. Fortunately, you still get like health points and stuff. I like this. Gunship no longer identifies you as Samus due to the near total corruption. Yeah, you're not Samus anymore. Sorry, you're just not. Okay, anyway. But, essentially, we're on a time limit of sorts. Ow. Fortunately, you get these little things, which are sort of anti-Phazon, which is something that exists, and of course it lowers your Phazon level down, which is useful. I would say that's quite useful. No, I didn't get anything for it. Fortunately, you get those, which allow for a venting of your Phazon every once in a while. Woo! I do like it doesn't cut that. It's like, nope, you're falling, and you're gonna fall, pal. Bugger off. Come on. Bugger off. Oh no, that's right. Smooth surfaces. I was trying to think, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, that. Morph ball. Go boom, apparently. Alright. Gotta watch those things. Anyway. The Phazon Ing were the most strange additions. That's true, yeah, I remember that. I think it's supposed to imply that the Ing were probably derived from Phazon-based creatures. I think that's supposed to be the implication. Anyway. It's 5 o'clock, gonna take a quick break. We don't have much left. I don't know, half an hour at most. Maybe 40 minutes if I die on the boss or something. Which I might do, because I don't remember anything about the boss. Other than it's a two-parter, and, yeah. Anyway, back in a minute. And we're back. Alright, let's start wrapping this up, shall we? What is that? Oh, it's one of those things. Yeah, these things are interesting, because they will drain your Phazon. But if you don't kill them after they've started doing that, they'll give it you back, like, double. So you gotta be really bloody careful with them. Like, really bloody careful. Where'd the other one go? Kaboom! Yeah, I think these guys keep spawning in, don't they? Alright. Ow, ow, ow. That's more like it. Careful now. Gotta watch those bloody things. Woo! I think I got it. I don't know what it was, but I think I got it. Alright, what do we got? Whoa. Bloody Metroid, that's what we got. Oi. Stop it, you're being annoying. There we go. Hold still. Oh yeah. Oh. Yep, sure, that works. Whew. We're going down all the way. You really do feel like you are actually going down into the middle of the planet in this. It's quite well designed. Oh, isn't this... Yeah, you get. Oh, do I have to... There we go, that's more like it. Woo! There you go. Takes a while to kill. It's the Leviathan core. You've gone over to the other side. Hold up. Gotta do the same. I think that's actually what this is supposed to be. It's like... Yeah, Leviathan womb, that's the idea, and it's like the thing inside is a Leviathan kid. The baby Leviathan! Ow. Alright, let's pull this off. 2. I'll get off to the other side again. Keeps doing that, keeps switching sides. Can't make up its mind. Hello. These bloody Metroids won't stop spawning in. There it goes. Fortunately, you get quite a lot of anti-Phazon out of this. Yep, usually enough to take you right back to basics. Alright, nothing else left but the boss. Alright. Down we go. Woohoo! Don't forget to scan the Metroid Prime. Oh yeah, there's like a husk of a Metroid Prime kicking around somewhere. I did forget to scan it, but whatever. One tip, actually, if you're playing this on hyper mode, if destroying the Leviathan Seed Maker doesn't take down all your Phazon, one trick to going into this fight with no Phazon bar at all is to just die. Because I don't remember what this is. It is a bit annoying how similar to the well, with this exception, how similar to the fights in the second game this actually is. Ow. God damn it. Hold still. Ow. Not like that. Come on, die already. Gotcha. You know the Japanese name for Prime 2 is Dark Echoes. Yeah, I was going to mention that, but I was a bit busy at the time. Yeah, Samus creates Dark Echoes in this, and it is a direct reference to that. But if it's not, I'd be shocked. Alright, who's up for Phase 2? Because merging with the giant AI supercomputer is always the smart thing to do. Nope. Remember what the thing to do is. Nope. Nope, maybe not that. Or maybe not. Hang on. I have to hit that thing, I really don't remember at this point. There it is. Yeah. There it is. Oh, balls you. Not fast enough. Probably should have gone more full. Never mind. What you got? Come on. There we go. Nice. Yep, laugh it up, pal. Ow, what the... Wait, you, hold still. You run around in fucking multiple mode? Don't do that. Ow. Okay, apparently that's a thing you can do. Okay, this I don't remember. Alright, we're getting there. Come on. Oh, really? You gotta keep doing this. It's very irritating over there. Ooh, double. Nice, one more of those ought to do it. Come on, show me that smiling face of yours. Ow. Oh, this again. Hello. Here we go again. Ah. Pull. Bingo! Alright. I'll be honest, I forgot about this. I thought I was done. Okay, never mind. We'll keep going. Ow. Ah. Actually, a little wonder I didn't remember this. This is not the most memorable part. Oh, there it goes. Now I think that's the end of it. I completely forgot about that part, but considering how quickly you do that, like compared to the previous section, that third bit is very easy. Always reminds you of the Crutchraxis fight. I get the feeling this part of the game was probably a little bit rushed. Kind of like how the ending of Prime 1 was. I just get that feeling in the sense that the boss fight feels a little, well, we've seen all this before. You know, the bit with Dark Samus is, you know, very reminiscent of the fight in the last game. And then the two fights with the Aurora unit, very similar to parts of Quadraxis. No, it's not that it's bad, it's just like you really feel like, yeah, I've kind of seen that before. Just a little bit.
Sir, we have confirmed unstable energy spikes in multiple locations on the planet. It's a chain reaction. It's accelerating. The planet's going to explode.
Order the fleet to disengage and prepare to retreat. Activate the Leviathan's warp field. Get us out of here.
Of course, you rather sadly don't get an epic escape sequence. Again, it's one of the reasons why I think maybe the ending was a little rushed. Maybe just a little.
Damage reports coming in. We've lost 37% of the fleet. Half of the surviving ships are reporting heavy casualties.
Sir, we've confirmed the wormhole has disappeared. All the Leviathans are gone. The crisis is over.
What about Samus?
Negative, sir. No contact. Sir, we're receiving a transmission from Samus's ship.
Complete. Awesome. I guess it's a kind of in memorandum kind of thing, which I feel like it kind of doesn't earn entirely, because like I feel like we didn't get to know these characters enough to really give a shit when they died. Because they introduced them, and within a couple of hours you're like, oh, they've all been corrupted, we're all going to have boss fights with them then, are we? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We didn't exactly know them that well. But it is what it is. Mission complete, lose my number. Oh, they're never going to get rid of that number. Makes me wonder, like, when Samus does eventually die, or at the very least, like, retire from being, you know, a bounty hunter, what the fuck are the Federation going to do? They get her to do everything. I love this credit music. Cloner. Well, maybe. It'll be interesting to see where, like, Metroid 6 goes. Hell, it'll be interesting to see where Prime 4 goes, because I mean, part of me wants Prime 4 to be like a completely new story. I don't want Prime, because we've had our Phazon arc, you know? Yeah, we've had that. Phaze is destroyed, there's nothing left. Is there? I don't know. I mean, there's a dozen different ways they could write how there's still more Phazon in the universe, but in a way I want Prime 4 to be the start of a new story. Make it a start of a new trilogy. I mean, they probably won't because it's Prime, and the Prime series is about Metroid Prime. That's literally where it gets its name from. You know, you have Metroid Prime at the end of Metroid Prime as the final boss fight.
Aaron's arduous fight against Phazon has ended.
Has it?
However, in the vast regions of space, this victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
Like, is it? It's like, you know, it's like... So, I do hope that Prime 4 is going to be an original story. You know, it doesn't... I think... The thing is, Metroid Prime is literally just the final boss fight you fight at the end of the first Metroid Prime game. So, after that, Metroid Prime kind of becomes Dark Samus? So, like, Metroid Prime could just simply refer to, oh, it's the first person series. You know? So, I really don't know what I want them to do with Prime 4 in terms of the story. Because, you know, you got your beginning, your middle, and your end. It's a nice, complete trilogy. Oh, I didn't know Troy Baker was in this. I knew Jennifer Hale was in it, because obviously there's the voice of Samus. I didn't realize... I know some of those names. It's weird. I don't pay attention to voice actors, but there are a few names I, like, recognize. But there you go. Metroid Prime Minister. Oh, God. I don't think even Samus could save us here in the UK right now, but never mind. Anyway. Because, yeah, you think about how many video game trilogies are, like, good, solid games that have a nice beginning, middle, and an end, where all three games are really, really fucking good. There are very few trilogies that can say that. You know, usually, like, one of the games will be kind of shit. Like, maybe they'll miss the boat on the second one, but then pull it back for the third one. Or maybe, like, the first two will be really good, but then the third one kind of shit the bed. You look at fucking Mass Effect. You know, that one always springs to mind. Then there's Fear. The Fear, because I played Fear recently, of course. The second Fear game is okay, but not as good as the first. But the third one was just fucking awful. And it's just like, how many trilogies actually fucking nail it? And, like, tell a continual story throughout. You know, I'm not just saying, oh, games that have 3 games in their series. I'm saying games that are an actual trilogy that is meant to be a trilogy. Because, like, that's the other thing as well, is that a lot of games are supposed to be trilogies, but then, like, the franchise does so well, they're like, oh no, we need to keep making more of these. You know, like the fucking Assassin's Creed games, that was always originally meant to be a trilogy. I think Gears of War was originally planned to be a trilogy. That just kept pumping out games until people got bored of it. Which I think is why a trilogy is always good. You get your beginning, your middle, and your end. People can enjoy that. They don't get tired or bored of it. Boom. Which is why I was surprised when we got an announcement of a Prime 4. Of course, we get the... what the fuck is this thing? Like, really, what the fuck is this? I have no idea what the fuck this is. Could be anything. I don't know what that ship is supposed to be. Alright, what do I get? 100%. 8:57. Under 9 hours. That's something at least. That's not my best time. I don't even know what my best time of this game is. But hey, there we go. Very good. Yes, sure, I shall save. I think people heard say it's one of the other hunter ships from Prime Hunters. Yeah, that's my only guess. But it's like, if that's supposed to be saying, oh, and then Prime Hunters took place after this, except it didn't. We know that Prime Hunters took place... Was Prime Hunters after 1 or after 2? I think it's after 2. I forget exactly when. So yeah, we know where Hunters takes place in the canon. So it can't be like implying, oh, Hunters happen next. But I don't know. Because this is the thing, because nobody really knows what the fuck that ship was. It could be anything. Yeah, I don't know. But there you have it. That is, look, completed. 1, 2, 3, straight down the middle. And I did easy mode on that one, apparently. I probably wasn't in the mood for a challenge when I did those. But yeah, they look normal. Ends straight down, and then V's straight down there. So there you have it. That is Metroid Prime 3, and that is the Metroid Prime trilogy. And as I say, there are very few trilogies that can claim, yes, they are good, solid games throughout the whole thing. It is a rare thing to see in a video game, a trilogy that can deliver in all 3 games. I mean, every game's got its problems, don't get me wrong. Like, the level design in the first game leaves something to be desired. The level design is much better in the second one, but then they up the difficulty, which is a common trend in trilogies. The second game just ups the difficulty for some reason. And then the third one either doubles down and ups it even more, or reins it back into a more normal level. So, yeah, you know, Prime 2, little on the difficult side, but, you know, technically a better game than the first one. And then, of course, Prime 3, whether you like motion controls or not, I think it works. I think for Prime, it actually worked out really well. Like, Retro Studios are a really good fucking company who really know what the fuck they're doing. It's a miracle, considering the bullshit that studio went through when it first got put together, that Prime... it was as good as it was. I mean, I talked about this when I played Prime, but of course, obviously at some point next year, we must be hearing about Prime 4 soon. Like, it's been about 4 years since they restarted development on it. And, you know, average 4-year dev cycle for a video game, I would imagine we'd be hearing about it probably at E3 next year, or whatever, you know, version of E3 we have. Or maybe just in some random direct at some point. I'm hoping they'll save it for E3. I do think they'll save it for E3, because even though the 2D Metroid games are sort of 50-50 on whether Nintendo likes them or not, the Primes have always been really big hitters. Like, Prime 1 was a surprise smash hit. No one expected that game to be any good. Of course, it comes out, you know, expecting Nintendo to do normal things leads to disappointment. That is true. That is very true. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't play by the rule books, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Because, I mean, at least it means they're not trying to copy all the fucking trends. Oh, Christ. Completely off topic, but speaking of trends, for those of you who spend time in my chat, my Discord group, you may remember me posting that Square Enix, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Square Enix had trademarked the name Symbiogenesis. And it was thought, oh, symbiogenesis, that's pretty much to do with, like, you know, viruses and cells, things like that. Oh, it could be Parasite Eve. They could be doing a Parasite Eve remake or a remaster or something like that. No. Not even fucking close. You want to know what fucking Symbiogenesis turned out to be? Fucking NFT game. Like, of all the fucking things for that to be, fucking Square Enix are so clueless. Like, they sold all of their American IPs and saying, we're going to exclusively focus on Japan and Japanese stuff, and then if Americans want them, they can have them as well. And then it was like a thing of, like, literally like a month later, they were saying, you know, we're really not sure how to break into the American market anymore. It's like, no fucking shit. I genuinely don't think that Square Enix is going to be around too much longer. Like, the only thing that is keeping Square Enix going at the moment is Final Fantasy XIV. You know? It's like Final Fantasy XIV is the only reason Square Enix still exists. It's kind of like Pokemon with Nintendo. Like, Pokemon is what helps to keep Nintendo afloat. But Nintendo at least still make good fucking games. You know? Nintendo occasionally make a stupid decision, but in general, Nintendo are okay. They're like 75% good. You know, and a 25% stupid decisions, not respecting their fans properly. But then you've got Pokemon, of course, which is their big moneymaker. It's a huge fucking franchise. And it's the same with Square Enix. Square Enix have Final Fantasy XIV, which is the only thing that Square Enix are doing at the moment that is of any real worth. You know, I don't like Final Fantasy XIV, but I respect it for what it is. And it's the only thing they've got, you know? And even fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake, that wasn't great. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't great. So I'm genuinely wondering now, like, how long can Square Enix keep this up? They've sold off, like, almost all their IPs. They are struggling to... Oh, don't go to sleep on me. They are struggling to keep going at all. You know, they keep doubling down on fucking bad business decisions. If it's from Square Enix, if it's not from Creative Business Unit 3, then you don't get hyped. I'll have to take your word for it on that. Beginning Final Fantasy 16, it's also on its way from Creative Business Unit 3 who do Final Fantasy 14. I haven't forgotten Final Fantasy 16, I just don't think that's going to be a big hitter. I could be wrong. Here's the thing, if Final Fantasy 16 comes out and people are praising the fuck out of it, saying, oh my god, it's a return for form for Square Enix, fine. You know, whatever. But I don't believe they can do that. You know, I don't think Square Enix... Here's the thing. If it is really, as you say, Creative Business Unit 3, which assumes that there are at least 2 other creative business units in Square Enix, that still means they're only operating at 1/3 capacity, at least in terms of good content. That is not sustainable. Like, that is completely unsustainable as a fucking business. So, I don't know. I genuinely don't think... I don't know if Square Enix have got long left, you know? So, it'll be interesting to see if Square Enix do end up folding because of this whole jumping on the wrong bandwagon bullshit that they keep trying to do. So, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, I was just... Here's the thing, I didn't want to think it was a Parasite Eve remake. I honestly didn't believe that. A lot of people were speculating. I was like, well, it's a nice thought, but considering the legal state that Parasite Eve exists in, I would be really fucking surprised if it was a Parasite Eve remake or remaster or something, you know? So... yeah, I'm not shocked that it didn't turn out to be Parasite Eve. I was surprised that it turned out to be fucking NFTs. It's like, no fucking thanks, as everybody on the internet likes to call them. So, yeah. As I say, I'm going to keep an eye on Square Enix, because, you know, I do like the Final Fantasy series. You know, like, Final Fantasy series, pretty much every game is decent on some level. Even like my least favorite, which I think is probably Final Fantasy 2. I just thought... it's not that it's bad, it's just really fucking unmemorable. It had some neat ideas, but I didn't like it very much. But, like... I don't know, it's a toss-up between 2 and 3 about which one I don't like the least in the mainline Final Fantasy series. But yeah, like most Final Fantasy games, they're okay. I like Final Fantasy. I like RPGs. More or less. Anyway, I could keep ranting forever, and probably would if it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to wear my voice out completely. So, obviously, that is all for today, and that is it from Metroid Prime 3 as well. So, we're done with the trilogy, which means we are ready and prepped for Metroid Prime 4 whenever the fuck that drops. I've got my fingers crossed for next year, some point. I'm hoping next year is going to be decent for games. There are some games I've got on the horizon I've got my eye on. So it'll be interesting to see. A few big ones scattered throughout. There's a couple coming up at the end of this year that I'm looking forward to playing on. Being Sonic Frontiers and of course the new Pokemon game. Both of which I'm thinking I'm probably going to stream. I am thinking I'm going to stream Sonic Frontiers and Pokemon when they get released later on this month. Tears of the Kingdom is also next year. That's true. That the new Zelda game as well, Tears of the Kingdom. I had to remember what the fuck that was because the name hasn't been public for very long. So I was like, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh yeah, that's the new fucking Zelda game. I'm really curious if they're going to be able to do that success with Zelda again, because I really got the impression that this was supposed to be a quick turnaround sequel, you know, like a Majora's Mask to an Ocarina of Time. Only it took them way too fucking long. We'll see where it goes. But Tears of the Kingdom is interesting. I don't know if I'd stream that one. Maybe not. We'll see what my mood's like. We'll see when it gets released, really. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.